Hey, everybody, it's Anthony Coletti from consultcoletti.com, local business advisor here in Falmouth. And today we have Michael Kasparian, the president of Falmouth Chamber, with us, and he's going to give us some great updates and information. Hi, Michael. How are you? How's the family?
Hi, Anthony. We're well. I hope you are too. We're, working from home. Kids are home, and trying to do some work and stay focused and not go stir crazy. But fortunately,
Yeah,
right now we're all well. Thank you, and I hope your family as well.
yeah, we're doing well. I was on falmouthchamber.com, and I was so impressed by what you all have put together as a resource for the community that I reached out. I said, I've got to talk to you about this because it's really impressive, the information that you've provided on falmouthchamber.com. Would it be okay if I share my screen and show everybody who's watching what you've prepared?
Absolutely, be great.
Okay, let's take a look, guys. Okay, so this is falmouthchamber.com, and if you scroll down to about just the top of the page, you've got this visit our COVID-19 resource page for up-to-date information. And can you tell us a little bit about this section? I see there are 3 tabs here, and then you have a video that you just recorded with Susan.
Sure, right. So Susan has been working diligently since the beginning of this crisis to put this dedicated information on the website. And although Susan and Maura are both working from home, this is continuing to be updated on a daily basis. To the right, that video that you talked about is something that we do every week. We do a This Week in Falmouth, and we normally talk about mostly the events and other goings on in town. We highlight the different organizations. We're pretty much strictly at this point limiting it to COVID-19 information. And that is something we're going to continue to do. And it's nice. It's a nice way for people to be able to, kind of watch it rather than reading through things. This also is on FCTV's channel. So another great resource if you want to go to is Falmouth Television, FCTV. They're taking this information and other COVID-19 information, and they're reporting on things. They've continued to have the opportunity, the ability to go out and follow through and record meetings and all. So another great source of information. To the left, what Susan was able to do is set up 3 distinct areas that people can click on: the COVID-19 resources, restaurant offerings, takeout or delivery, and then supplies. So the informational web pages range anywhere from CDC to federal, state, local official information that's coming out, other health information, all kinds of information that's pertaining to the illness itself, what some of the symptoms are, what you should do if you think you are infected. Also, it talks about we have areas in there for small business lending and other types of financial assistance that's coming along the way for small businesses and individuals. That's being updated again on a daily basis. So if people visit that, they can get up to the minute information where stuff is coming in constantly. And I know Susan's working to update it all the time. And then below that is supplies and services. So not only restaurant offerings, but other supplies, whether it's cleaning, dog grooming, computer, plumbing, heating, other organizations, businesses that are providing services that people are going to need at this time. That is really, really important for people to be able to get in touch with, where we've got listed on there how they're working, what their hours are. Most importantly, we're listing their phone numbers. So if you have any questions, you can reach out and find out, if you can, get some services from them.
Yeah, it's just this is such a tremendous resource, not just for business owners. I mean, for business owners, it's great because you have the resources tab. So, like you said, about financing and other things like that, about helping them make their payroll and the news that's coming out. But then you have this restaurants offering, which basically looks like a list of all the restaurants that are open, doing curbside pickup, that are doing deliveries. So, for anybody out there that is hungry, that wants to support local businesses and keep local businesses afloat, you can just call up these restaurants. There's so many of them to choose from. Again, falmouthchamber.com. It's just incredible. So definitely want to encourage everybody to go to falmouthchamber.com and take a look at what the team at the Falmouth Chamber has put together. It's so important now more than ever to help local businesses, and I've been impressed with how diligent our community is working to support one another. It's just been fascinating, and I think right now everybody is coming together and really trying to show their support for local businesses.
Yeah, it's really important. And, we can't stress enough. I know it's really easy for people to go online, go to Amazon.com, but at this time, it's our local businesses, the women and men who own our local businesses, our neighbors who really need the support of the community. Before you do that, go give your local retailer or restaurant or service supplier a call. See if it's possible for you to do business with them. If you need a book, call A Cousins, see if they can ship it to you or do a curbside delivery. If you need food, these restaurants, it just makes sense that we need to support these folks so that they're here for us and our families later on when we get to the other side of this crisis. We're updating this list on a daily basis. If you have any information, you can email it to info@falmouthchamber.com, or you can give us a call at 508-548-8500. We'll do our best to get back to you from telephone messages by the next business day. Obviously, a more immediate response since we are working remotely with the email. But if you want to add your business, what you're doing, if you want to amend what's already on there, give us a call, give us an email, let us know. During this time, we're not limiting this just to chamber members. This is for all businesses and organizations within the community. At this time, we really need to support each other. Everyone needs to work together so that we get through this to the other side and that we all survive through this. Also, there's some information on there. State Rep Vieira sent out some information. Cape Cod SCORE is going to be doing some webinars. The local banks, now that we've gotten this stimulus package passed by Congress, is going to be working very rapidly to get that money out to small businesses. As we get those updates, we'll continue to update that. Susan and Maura are looking into that all the time. Susan's updating constantly. Cape Cod Healthcare continues to update the information on the coronavirus and its impact on Cape Cod Healthcare. And I know that one thing I did want to say is, leadership at this time is so important. It's so crucial. And I cannot help but, mention, if you haven't heard yet, but Mike Loff, CEO of Cape Cod Healthcare, and the board of directors have all donated their April compensation back to the hospitals so that they can continue to provide that crucial care and not have any layoffs. The medical community is really rallying, but the healthcare system is suffering financially from this. They're not able to perform the other type of surgeries and things that keep the revenue flowing. Obviously, they're doing their full court press on the COVID-19, but the people at the top are actually sacrificing financially to make sure that those services are going to continue for the rest of the population. So when you hear stories like that, and you know that everybody is supporting each other, it's a really good feeling. We're very blessed here in Falmouth that, we have like 2 degrees of separation here. It's neighbors taking care of neighbors. And for us, in our part, what we want to do is continue to get that information out to everybody, update it. So if you have anything you want to add, if there's any corrections that you see, reach out to us. Again, 508-548-8500, or send your information along to info@falmouthchamber.com.
Wow. Well, I appreciate what you've done here with Susan and Maura. It's just an incredible, this is so much information. I know how much time this would take to put together, and you guys have been working overtime on this. So if you are a business owner,
I think it's 24/7. I know that Susan's online at 2:00 in the morning updating this stuff. We are here to support the community, even though we're working remotely. Any questions at all, anything that the chamber can do to support local businesses, organizations, families, anything we can do to collaborate. And I think, on the other part of that too is what we're doing is we're working with other local chambers of commerce, of course, the Cape Cod Chamber, which really pushes a lot for tourism, to really plan and continue promoting for when we get to the other side of this crisis. We have a summer season that's coming up. It's going to be absolutely crucial to our local businesses that once we get to the other side, we get this curve flattened, and it is business back to normal, which is going to happen at some point, that we do everything we can to ensure a very successful summer season here so that people can, recover from the losses they're taking now and thrive through the summer and survive going into the future.
Yeah, it's a great point. We're just in a period of time, a window where I know a lot of business owners are still open, right? So
Yes.
birthdays are still happening, anniversaries are still happening. So think about just calling down to any of the local businesses on that list and just ask them. Most of them are open, so
Right.
they can definitely still help you. I know Jack and the Beanstalk is fully stocked with I talked to him this morning. He's got toilet paper, paper towel. There's no shortage of chicken. There's,
Right.
everything is still in order. And I'm just amazed at some of these local businesses taking the time to build their websites. I know Andrea Law at Settings is building her online store. So find out, how you can help, how you can serve. And, if you are a business owner that needs help with this stuff, reach out to the chamber. You can reach out to me if you need help getting the word out about your business. I'd be happy to help you. And definitely check out falmouthchamber.com. What an incredible resource. And Michael, if we get good feedback from this video, if we want to continue to make new videos, would you be open to that maybe in about a week or two?
Absolutely. Our whole mission here is to continue to get the information out there, to try to send a positive message, try to provide some type of leadership for the business community in which that, we have to remain, vigilant. We have to obviously listen to our healthcare officials, people to stay safely at home. But like you said, businesses are open. On the way out of the office yesterday, I needed some propane tank for the gas grill because, hey, we're going to be grilling outside now, looking for new things to do. I stopped by Eastman's and their door was open. You can walk in, they'll get what you need. Again, if you need a book, call 8 Cousins. If you need anything locally, just call the people you're normally doing business with. They're gonna appreciate it. Let's support each other. It's really very important that we do that. I think that nobody knows how long this is going to last. As you know, the schools are now closed through May 4th, so it's a little bit longer than first anticipated. If we listen to Dr. Fauci, who's been around this thing a long time and I think knows what he's talking about. He's saying possibly another 6 to 10 weeks. That's going to be painful for 6 to 10 weeks. It's imperative that we support our local businesses, we support our local organizations, we continue to reach out to each other and provide wellness calls and wellness email. But to keep in mind that, at the end of this, whether it's 6 weeks or 10 weeks, we're going to come out of it a stronger community, and it's going to be, yes, we're going to probably lose much of the spring shoulder season, but the summer season and the fall shoulder season will be there. We can get through this. We can not only survive, but thrive during that time. There's going to be more and more aid coming through. The local banks are going to be working diligently to get that money out to local businesses. I know Cape Cod SCORE is doing a webinar. All these resources we do have on those pages we just discussed. Please go to the Falmouth Chamber website, falmouthchamber.com, updating it constantly, and let us know if there's anything we can do to help.
Thank you so much. And there will be a link to falmouthchamber.com in the description of this video. So feel free to click on it, and any ideas that you have, feel free to send them to falmouth@falmouthchamber.com. Michael, thank you for your time. We appreciate everything you, Susan, and Mara are doing for us, and I'll look to do this again sometime.
Great. Thank you, Anthony. Be well and stay safe.